Well, before I met my baby, there was a whole lot going on. Yes, before I met my baby, there was a whole lot going on. I used to wag my tail at every corner, never hesitate to give that bitch a bone. Before I met my baby, I didn't have a clue. No, before I met my baby, didn't know what I should do. Well, before I met my baby, this misguided mutt made dog meat out of you and everybody else. She went to see my kennel, said it's like a rabbit hutch.
That has got to be the worst thing I've ever seen or heard in my life.
That's Ron's new band, the Swamp Things. He says he's writing from personal experience.
Oh, I see. Beneath that shabby dustman's shirt beats a heart of solid dirt.
Danny, we've turned over a very healthy profit in the last 6 months. More than enough to get by, and so I was thinking, maybe we should diversify.
Oh, what did you have in mind?
Well, what we know best, the leisure business.
Oh, yes. I could always go for the slot machine concession down Deptford Creek.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Frank, we're doing all right. Why give yourself an ulcer?
Danny, you've got great business potential. You're a planner, a persuader, a mover. Now, if you used all that in the right way, you'd soon make enough to be able to give up all your dodgy...
You really think so?
Yeah, I mean, if we were to invest, say, 25 grand...
Standing on my flipper, man.
I'm trying to work, man.
Yeah, so am I.
What is that?
Oh, that's the kidneyometer. It's for the dialysis fundraising on Saturday. See, starts off white, then gradually fills up with blood as the funds come in.
Outfit, man. My new outfit, right? The Swamp Things.
You look like one.
How much are we shelling out for that?
Well, the bar profits, and I thought maybe we could stretch to 50% of the admission.
Did it never cross your mind how much better off we'd be financially if you didn't keep giving everything away?
No. Quite frankly, it didn't.
Jake, where have you been? What are you trying to do to me?
Don't lose your wig, Chaz.
Don't lose my wig. What are you saying? I'm parked up in a studio costing £1 an hour, waiting to lay down one last lousy track on the most expensive album in the history of rock and roll.
Okay. Fine.
And you're out on the streets busking like some punk for beer money.
Yeah, well, I needed to get out and play, you know.
But why can't you do that here? What's so special about the bloody overspill down the laundrette?
They're people, Chaz.
Real people. Okay, let's talk about this later. Can we get on with this thing now, please?
Right, Dickie. Kick off your shoes. I know you ain't going anywhere.
Lovely, Mr. Reeks. I'll take you over to Selena and you can cover your whisk. All right? There we are. And 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. Dance a little closer, she won't bite you. 3, 2, 3, lovely.
Something about the old-time dancing, boss. Takes a real ladies' man.
What, like Moriarty in the blue velvet jacket over there? I reckon he learned his old-fashioned charm straight out of Valentino's handbook.
Don't forget to thank your partner. Good. Well done, everyone. Next week we'll be covering the tango.
The tango?
Wear something,
You better watch out for the competition.
Thank you.
You looked great, doll.
You really think so?
Well, yeah, real class. Makes a mockery of all that bumping and grinding they call dancing down a club.
Well, as Madame says, darlings, by the time I've finished with you, the world will be waiting with bated breath.
Oh, well, I couldn't agree more.
Good. Because every Saturday afternoon there's a tea dance at the Penfistoria, and I want you to take me.
Oh, Carol, you know I'd do anything for you, darling, but I do draw the line at dancing.
I thought as much. Well, I'll just have to get one of the bachelors down to class to take me.
Come on, darling. I'll make the Hunchback of Notre Dame look like Gene Kelly.
I'll make it worth your while.
Don't blame me when I tread on your feet, then. And you can wipe that stupid smirk off your face. Because if I've got to go, so have you.
Me?
Good one?
No orange juice?
Sorry, Jake. Only the rock and cola.
What's wrong, sweetheart? Do they have a snowstorm in Florida or something? I always have fresh orange juice.
Chaz told me to just put out the rock and cola.
Chaz, what are you trying to do? Poison me with this stuff or what?
Hey, you better get used to it, Jake. That's all you're going to be drinking for the next 6 months.
What?
Hackett made a product placement deal. You know, Jake Skinner and Fraud Squad drink rock and cola. You know, rock and cola, rock and roller, get it?
No, Chaz.
By the end of the tour, every kid in the States is going to be drinking that stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Hang on, I'm coming down.
Yeah, I mean, why stop there, eh? Why don't we do a line in condoms, you know? Packet of 3 free with every album. This is a band, not a bleeding supermarket.
Come on, Jake, it's a big deal worth 200 grand.
I'm not interested.
It's in your contract, Jake. You've got to go with it.
Oh, yeah? What contract is that? I don't even know what I put my name to half the time. You change my band, the clothes on my back, you write my press statements. Now you're trying to tell me what to drink.
Jake, take it easy. Get tough. Listen, this has been worked out by the top men. They say drink the cola, so drink it for a while. What does it matter?
Yeah, well, you tell the top men to stuff it, because I'm going back to being my own man.
Let him go. I know where to find him.
A pair of Brixton handbags.
Very generous.
They're probably hot.
Didn't hear that. Sammy! Sammy Chase, how are you?
In a state of high agitation, Mr. Kane.
Oh, I haven't got time to listen to demo tapes.
Bootlegs.
What?
These are bootleg tapes. One of my acts recorded live at the Paradise Club.
Well, I don't know anything about it.
Well, I suggest you find out who's behind it as quick as you can, Mr. Kane. Because I can't let my bands play the Paradise Club until this menace is eliminated.
Well, I've booked the Marauders for the charity gig. I'm doing the posters, everything.
The Marauders are a class act, Mr. Kane. And my ass will be grass if anything like this happens to them. I can't take that risk.
This is going to be great for business. If we don't catch this guy, my man, there won't be no business.
Why don't you save yourself a load of hassle? Just go with the disco.
That's not the same thing, Daniel. The punters expect something special on a do like this. Now, with the Marauders, they would have been a great crowd puller, and they were playing for expenses only. Now, we need a name band.
Well, I could always get something to lean on Sammy Chase.
Hey, don't you dare. Oi!
Billy Dink, Riff Talk, gig guide at the Paradise Club. Local sound, bad is bad. R&B meets bluegrass. The atmosphere was a bit laid back for starters. Apparently gets kicking later on. We're looking at the 18 to 30s. No clones, no style victims. The dress here is a bit, well, casual to prehistoric. Apparently I'm talking to Ronnie Blythe, who's the lead singer with the Swamp Things, my new outfit. I'll be your sweet sanitation man, yeah. Yeah, we're transcending, you know, the limited parameters set down by our blues brethren forefathers back in the Delta and gravitating towards a more latter day. Yeah, cheers, Ronnie.
Yes, some great sounds, some bad is bad. They'll be back for another set later, but now, back to the records.
Come on, you're on the dance floor, let's take some action out there. Everyone dancing.
Eddie? Jake! Jake, Jesus, this is great! Must be over a year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 18 months. Chamber and Mike staying in the studio.
Huh. Not the kind of thing we used to dream about, eh?
Look, there's some things I want to talk to you about. I mean, maybe after the show, right?
Yeah, sure.
You still got that old Strat kicking about?
Yeah. You bet.
You see who I see? Yeah. I see, but I swear my eyes are deceiving me.
Deep in Louisiana, across to New Orleans, way up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood. Where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good.
Skinner.
He never really learned
Hi, now that is wild.
Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go.
What about that lot? That bloke on the guitar ain't bad, he can certainly play a bit.
You know who that is? You are looking at Jake Skinner.
Who?
The High Priest of Rock and Roll.
Oh, no, not another priest.
Ron.
So there you go. I mean, I carry the band. But there's no input. There's no feedback. There's nothing. There's no soul.
So what now?
I don't know. I'm out of it, I guess.
What about the tour?
There isn't going to be a tour. I'm finished with it. I'm finished with Fraud Squad, Eddie.
Jesus, Jake. Something's really going to hit the fan over this.
Yeah, well, you know, life's hard, then you die.
Yeah.
Eddie? Oh, Mr. Kane.
I've got a small problem.
What? You want us to cancel tomorrow?
Are you mad? Can't you hear him? Get back up there and do an encore before I have a right on my hands. Oh, yeah, while I'm here, Frank's had a band pull out of his Saturday do. It's all in aid of a good cause, but there's going to be a hell of a lot of disappointed people. So I was just wondering how you lads were fixed.
Dr. Eddie says one more gig like tonight, you might find yourself back in the real world.
So I should give up my day job, right? My man.
Got yourself a band, Mr. Kane?
Check out the van over there, man.
Yeah, he's pulling himself a bit of a crowd. Maybe we should check out his license.
Let's go.
You got anything by Prime Mover?
Nah, I got a good time, girls. Limited edition. Be a collector's piece next year. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. £2 a piece. You can't buy any of these in HMV.
Very enterprising.
Real initiative. Seems a pity to put a stop to it.
Man, they saw you coming.
They saw me coming.
Subterranean lizards. Best way to walk. And wayward wives.
Yeah, they're all here. Every band that's played the Paradise Club in the last 6 months.
Well, it's a nice money spinner. No overheads, no middlemen, and not a cent to the bands.
We're going to have to catch this weasel. If we don't, and fast, we can kiss goodbye to live music because we'll be blacklisted by every band in London.
I must do something about that cat.
You'd make a great straight man.
Well, almost straight. Are you aware that it is a contravention of the Copyright Act and criminal offense to duplicate in whole or part any piece of recorded material or live performance by any artist?
Yes, I am, actually. Why don't you get to the point?
This was recorded here, I understand.
Yeah, well, do you want to swap? I've got a few hundred of them.
I came across it during our inquiries into the theft of 50 portable cassette recorders. Oh, the serial numbers match.
I knew it was too good to be true. Yeah, they're a donation for a charity, you know, a fundraiser for a dialysis machine.
May I ask by whom?
Mr. Anonymous.
Naturally.
What? You don't think I'm behind this, do you? Don't you realise that this bootlegging lot could be the ruination of me?
Nip it in the bud, Frank. You might be found guilty of complicity. Oh, and I'll take the recordings. Oh, if by chance, you know, you happen to bump into Mr. Anonymous, you know.
Yo, Joe.
Yeah.
Strike the bricks and handbags from the raffle, will you? The Lord giveth, and the law taketh away.
Get in the back.
I got my livelihood thing off you, Mr. Kane.
It's not just my health I'm risking. I'm also risking my reputation being seen talking to you. Now get in the car. Frank's a very worried man.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Kane.
Seems someone's doing a line in bootleg tapes and giving the club a bad name.
I don't know nothing about any bootleg tapes.
Well, if you do hear anything, I want to know about it. And it's in your interest, Ronnie. Because they're ripping off your fellow musicians.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ear to the ground, Mr. Kane. Anything I can do to help.
John.
Of rock and roll. This label's biggest investment, the one project I nurtured myself for nearly 5 years. Go walkabout over a can of rock and cola?
We pushed the boy too far, Ronnie. He needs space to breathe.
If I say breathe, he breathes. If I say stop breathing, he stops. Yeah. Billy Dink?
Riff talk.
Billy! Yeah. You saw Jake Skinner playing the Paradise Club last night? Bring him back, jazz. Yes. What split is that? Tell me, Mr. Dink, do you like your job?
Bye, that'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave. You know it's
How does a guy like Jay Skinner come to be playing here anyhow? I mean, it's a bit like Maradona playing for the Brentford Seconds.
I don't know, and I don't want to know. Just as long as the word gets round and everybody turns up to Frank's benefit due.
Danny. Mr. Kane. I'm Ricky Woolley, A&R for MMI.
Come again?
Music Management International. We've got to talk, Mr. Kane.
Well, this way.
I hear word there's a motley band of Blackbeards plundering the crucial Rotherhithe music scene, Mr. Kane.
Do you know something?
Word is they're a very nasty bunch, Frank. Not the kind who listen to reason. They've got a lot to lose.
Not so much as they will when I get hold of them. I'll kill all of them piratical bastards.
You don't seem to understand what I'm saying, Mr. Kane. In 12 months, you'll be looking at a phenomenon. Record sales in the millions. Sell-out concerts, film and video deals, worldwide merchandising. We're talking about millions.
Millions, eh?
Think about it. And we'll discuss in advance. And I promise you we're talking telephone numbers, Mr. Kane.
That'll be the day, come on, baby, you know you're gonna.
You want any trouble?
No, I was planning on having a quiet night. Danny.
Don't even think about it.
You down, Jake? Well, these boys taking you to a surprise party.
Look, just piss off, or I'll spoil your day.
Oh, I see your charm is only surpassed by your good looks. Now put the boy down, slug, and slide away. Polish, John Joe, show these gentlemen the way out. You all right, Jake?
Wonderful.
I think you and me are going to have a chat. You want to tell me what happened back there? Yeah, well,
let's just say that Ronnie Hackett, my label manager, doesn't like me moonlighting.
It's the price you pay, you know.
Yeah, when it comes to fraud squad, Jake Skinner, I'm just a face on the banknote.
Well, you've got to start laying down some ground rules, mate.
There's nothing I can do. I'm a musician, Danny. I don't have that kind of muscle.
It's like my ma used to say. Do what you do best. So you play and leave the rest to me.
Samantha! Samantha! You'll go deaf by the time you're my age if you listen to that thing so loud.
Sorry?
I said you go deaf.
Can't hear you.
I said you... Hell am I? What are you listening to anyway?
They're just so bad.
That's bad, it's bad.
Really bad.
Look, where'd you get this tape?
From a bloke in the playground.
Yeah.
Another bootleg?
From Samantha's Walkman. They're flogging them off in school playgrounds.
Like a plague of rats.
Yeah. Oh, well, speaking of which, I understand some admirers looked in to see Jake last night.
Yeah, I'm afraid I got a bit carried away. I had to slap a few wrists.
Don't get involved, Danny. Jake's a nice chap and a great musician, but he's a liability.
I'm sorry, Frank. I didn't quite catch that.
Jake's a very hot property, but he's on the Dog Eat Dog label, and that's owned by Ronnie Hackett. He's a notorious character.
Frank, the man's a pop music pussycat. He's not a coke baron. What can he throw at us that we can't handle?
Jack, it's Ronnie. You owe me one, remember? Place is called the Paradise Club. Yeah. I want you to shut it down.
Joe, fill up that space at the end, will you?
Yeah.
That's the one there, right?
Francis Kane, manager of the Paradise Club.
Yep. That's me. Hey. Hey, just a minute. Just a minute.
So what do you say we keep this a bit low profile until we've made it legal anyway?
Paradise Club.
Sounds close enough to rock and roll for me.
Phone, Danny.
Yeah?
Afternoon, Mr. Kane. This is Ronnie Hackett, Dog Eat Dog. I expect you received my calling card.
What calling card?
Just a little taste of things to come. That is, if you fail to cooperate, Mr. Kane.
I know what you're talking about. Listen.
No, you listen to me, Mr. Kane. It's a very simple equation. You take something of mine, and I take something of yours. You return my property, and I'll think about lifting your sanctions.
You wouldn't listen, would you?
Sanctions?
All our licenses have been suspended. No bar, no music, no entertaining. We are finished, and that is official.
Time to talk, don't you think, Mr. Kane?
When I'm good and ready, hack it.
Got any bright ideas?
Sorry, girls.
Oh, are you joking?
According to this, I'm going to need at least 4 feet to do the samba.
Hackett's got the muscle to close down the club. What's he going to try next?
I'm never going to get the hang of this in time.
Look, stick to the walls and let her lead.
I want to beat him at his own game. Let's see what Chick Clark can come up with.
Hi. Chick Clark.
Annie Kane.
I managed to acquire copies of Jake's contract. It's deliberately confusing, misleading, about as intelligible as New York street slang to an Ethiopian nomad, in short. It's a very professional job.
So where does that leave me?
You'd be liable for any debts incurred by Jake during his musical pursuits and loss of royalties up to the end of his contract.
So what are we talking here?
Breach of contract on 3 or 4 future albums, selling 1.5 million units worldwide. Cancellation of Fraud Squad's US tour. £2.5 to £3 million. But I wouldn't worry yourself unduly about that.
Oh, you wouldn't? I might just have a few sleepless nights about it.
Then let me explain it. Litigation could take years. During that time, we'll manage to dig up something that casts a shadow on the validity of Jake's contract.
So there's nothing to stop us going in?
We can block any legal moves Hackett decides to make.
But there's another side to this, Danny.
Which is?
Hackett's a ruthless operator. If he'd lived in the Middle Ages, he'd have run Vlad the Impaler out of town.
I will remember the night you were the fairest of all, in my heart you'll be dancing.
You're practicing, haven't you?
Once or twice around the floor with John Joe.
No, go on, admit it. You're actually enjoying yourself.
Well, when you're happy, my love, so am I. This dance is taken.
Sorry, boss. We've got company. Pack it in there.
What's the matter, Danny?
Oh, it's just a bit of business that needs sorting out. I'll leave you in the hands of Dublin's finest.
Mr. Kane, this is Mr. Hackett.
Tea, Mr. Kane. Lapsang or Earl Grey?
You got a nerve, Hackett.
One to match your own, perhaps. Time is running out, Mr. Kane. I've got a US tour to think about, and you, it seems, have got my artist.
Say your piece.
Jake Skinner has a true artistic temperament. He's restless, unpredictable. He needs a stabilizing factor in his life. Someone he can respect and trust. Someone like yourself.
That's the way I see it.
Mr. Kane, how would you like to manage Fraud Squad?
You're full of bullshit, Hackett. You just want to take the boy and squeeze him dry, then drop him. Well, I'm not interested.
I don't play rock and roll roulette, Mr. Kane. Fraud Squad's rise to fame was no accident. Every move was calculated, every decision predetermined. Sympathy and sentiment don't figure in the scheme of things.
Well, you best look in the yellow pages then. Get yourself another guitar player. Because from now on, Jake Skinner's going to be working with me. And without him, Fraud Squad ain't even lukewarm. They'll have as much pulling power as a stripper in St. Paul's Cathedral.
How much can you afford to lose, Mr. Kane?
I'm not going to lose anything, Mr. Hackett.
What a pretty woman your wife is, Mr. Kane.
Heavenly songs seem to come from air.
Who's that, Danny?
Oh, just the opposition. Talking about a merger. Anyway, darling, how about some tea? There's Lapsang and Earl Grey. I see you got the drinks license sorted out then?
No, I haven't. Magistrate's court doesn't open till Monday.
So what's going on then?
Free bar.
Free? Are you mad? You're going to cost me a fortune.
Daniel, have faith. Come on.
Let's get down to the rather high sensation. That'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day.
Chaz, let me spell it out for you. The tour runs to 45 nights over a 2-month period in 15 cities. If we pull out, we're looking at a loss of $4 million.
What about the legal angle?
No time.
So why not show them we mean business? Kidnap his wife. Torch the club.
No. We have to look at this thing from a different angle. I had a word with our insurance people, Jazz, and they tell me if Jake was considered to be medically unfit to perform to his usual standard, then we're covered. You see what I'm saying?
You can't ask me to do that, Ron.
I'm not asking you, Chaz. I'm telling you. Break his hands.
I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. didn't shoot the deputy.
Do you know something, Joe?
What's that?
During the past 6 months, there's been one band, just one band, who has escaped the attention of the bootleggers. Your friend and mine, Ronnie Blythe, and his Swamp Things.
Well, they obviously got good taste, Frank.
That dirty rat. God, I might have known. Bleaching on his brother musicians. Here, look.
Where?
Look at his glasses. Look, that wire coming.
Let's go and get him, Frank.
Main entrance. We've got visitors.
But I did not shoot no deputy.
I'm going to have to break up the party, ladies and gentlemen. Time to make your way home. And quietly, if you please.
Is there some problem?
Yes, there's just a small matter of your music and liquor license. You don't have either.
No, that's right.
I'll do you a favor, just this once. Yeah. You see everybody off the premises, close the place up, and I'll turn a blind eye.
Oh, I can't do that, Sergeant.
Well, I'll have to bust you, Frank.
Since when was it illegal to hold a party, eh? A private party, no admission charge, and a free bar, eh? Eh?
You mean to tell me all these people... Yeah.
My personal guests. Shoot. Shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Let's take it from the top. Bad is bad.
Deep in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way up in the woods among the evergreens. They stood a log cabin made of earth and wood. We lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good. He never really learned to read or write so well, but he could play guitar like ringing a bell. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Come on, go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Come on, baby, Johnny B. Good, B.
Lucy, I've been waiting for you all night.
Jay? See you at breakfast.
Frank, Polish. I can't explain, Frank. Honest.
Yeah. I think we better talk, Ron.
Yeah.
Look at all this. Just how many of these tapes have you turned out, eh?
I don't know. 6 or 7? 100?
Man, you're one bad mother. Maybe you should wait outside just for a few minutes, Frank.
Hey, no, listen, wait. Hear me out.
Speak, punk.
It was in the cause of art, wasn't it? I was putting this album together with a band, right? And it was going really well, going to be a real seller. Ran out of the readies, didn't we? So, came up with this idea to generate a little extra, you know. Make up the shortfall on the studio time.
You louse. You ripped off other bands, your own comrades, just so that you could make an album? I should throw you to the law.
Frank, it was the only chance we was going to get.
I want the masters running. want the master album tapes of your group, and I'm going to keep them till I've sorted out a way for you to make good.
Too late. We're already down at the pressing plant. They delayed a run to make way for the new Fraud Squad album.
Fraud Squad?
That was fantastic, lads. Listen, the bar's open, so come on up, all right? Drinks from me.
Well, hey!
Where's Jake?
Left with a lady friend.
How long ago?
About 10, 15 minutes.
John Joe.
You've got 17 minutes. Let's do it. Go, man. Go.
Come on, Angel, what's the problem?
She isn't the partying kind, Jake. Not the kind of party we got planned for you.
Jesus.
Jake, they said I...
Out! Get him!
Chaz, you're crazy, man. Come on, we can work something out on this one. I know.
I didn't want this, Jake. I warned you not to cross-hack it. Why didn't you listen?
Chaz, for Christ's sake!
Okay, now.
You know, when I heard we were getting into the music business, I thought you...
Yeah, I know. You thought sharp suits and stretched Cadillacs.
Pretty women, vintage champagne.
First-class flights to the Big Apple.
Well, if this is what's in store, I think I prefer to be an ordinary villain any day.
Well, it's better the devil, you know.
Where's Jake? I'll make it quick, Jake. In a year or so, you'll be back to normal.
Pinky and Perky, make love to that wall.
Jake.
You, scumbag, come here.
Take it easy.
Get on the floor. Tell me why.
Insurance get out.
Jake pulls out of the tour, Hackett loses millions. Jake has an accident, means he can't play. Hackett's covered.
Get out of my sight and take the Three Stooges with you.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. Stitched myself up good and proper this time.
Archimedes once said that even the world can be moved if you find a long enough lever. You've got to hit him hard, Daniel, where it really hurts.
Oh, why not call Moscow? Understand the Red Army's looking for some action.
I'm talking about striking a blow at the very pillar that holds up the dog-eat-dog empire.
What are you up to?
Really? I don't think I believe what I'm hearing. Can you believe this? You want me to sign away everything to this bum, and in return, he'll agree to tour the States?
You can't afford not to. You're already down £200,000. And by this afternoon, you could be losing $500,000.
What are you talking about, Kate? Only thing I'm losing here is my patience. I see it like this. Either he comes back and on my terms, or I promise you, in 48 hours, you'll be crawling over broken glass, begging me to take him off your hands.
Have you played that yet?
I would if I were you.
You won't have to worry if you get invested.
What you're listening to is none other than Ronnie Blythe and the Swamp Things. A mean little outfit. But I don't know how you're going to shift 100,000 albums.
We switched the stampers. Well, you can stop the run at the pressing plant if you like. But it won't do you any good. We've taken the master tapes into protective custody. Turn that rubbish off. I like rock and roll, not heavy industry.